Okay, so I had a great question today on the website about, I just recently posted a what's in the bag video, and I was talking about my swing weights and how they've really evolved over the last few years. Actually, since I started playing golf, I think I've always kind of been interested in what different things affect your swing. And my very first fitting, 15 years ago, was really enlightening. But over the past 5 or 6 years, I've really learned a lot about how swing weight can influence your swing plane and kind of your path into the ball. So to answer this question that I had, I play D0 swing weights in my longer irons and in my woods, and then I get the heaviest swing weight I have is about D4, and the average swing weight you'll find like off the rack is closer to D3 with like a 7 iron. So I play a lot lighter swing weight than you might find off the rack. And the reason I do that is because I found that with my swing, when I get to the top of my backswing, if I have a heavy swing weight, which basically means that the head feels heavier, I'll come into impact and the club head will drop a little bit too much behind me, and then coming in, I'll get kind of stuck, the club will come too much from in to out, and then that produces kind of a flip and a possible hook or block. So when I play a lighter swing weight, the club head feels lighter, and because of that, it just tracks right down the plane line for me. So if you're looking at your swing on a launch monitor, or you're looking at your swing on video, and you find that your club head is dropping too much under plane coming down, it's getting stuck behind you, and you're coming too much into out and having a flip, it might be helpful for you to try a lighter swing weight. So there are 2 ways you can do it. One, you could get custom fitted. I play Vega irons, and they do a really good job with the build to make sure that I get the right swing weights that I've found out that work the best for me. Or you can do something like add lead tape underneath the grip. You could put lead tape up here. And there's even a company, I think it's called Tourlock, which you can actually put, they drill a hole in your grip and they'll slide a weight down the shaft to allow you to add weight up here so that the club head feels much lighter. So there have been a lot of players over the years. Jack Nicklaus did this, Sergio Garcia, a lot of players on tour who actually back-weighted their clubs or put weight back here. And I don't know if they knew why it helped or how it helped, but what I found is it definitely helps keep my club more on plane, more in front of my body, and doesn't get it so much stuck behind. So if you're seeing some of those shots where you're seeing your swing and you're seeing your club stuck way behind and your hands are kind of high at impact and it's a really vertical shaft angle, you're getting a lot of toe deep divots, you can actually just change the swing weight, and you'll probably find that because of that, the club's a little bit lighter, the head's a little bit lighter, and it'll come in more on plane or possibly even outside plane. Your hands will get lower at impact, the shaft angle will be more horizontal rather than this vertical look, and you'll hit it a lot more solid. And then the other thing I found was that my divots were a lot more square that way. And it makes a lot of sense. If you think about the club coming in from back here, your body can only go so far, and then the club has to flip. So if the club's flipping a lot through impact, you'll see a divot that kind of has a closing toe or a toe deep divot. And with that club coming in on plane and square to the arc, you'll see a really square and probably a little bit more shallow divot too, because the club's not getting so vertical through impact and flipping, it's coming in more shallow and more horizontal. So I'm just gonna hit a quick shot here. And again, this is a Vega, this is a VDC-01, which I think is a beautiful golf club. The shaft is a Shimada and it's a tour mid. It's a little bit lighter shaft, which also helps me. And the swing weight on my 7 iron is D2. So once I get to 6.5, 4 iron in my woods, I'm all the way up to D0. My wedges are D4. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Really shallow divot, but still slightly descending angle of attack, and definitely not having the club back behind my hands, having it more on plane coming into impact.